dog. You gotta love her.
Gotta love her through it.
You gotta love her through it. You know what I'm saying? That's
So what'd you think about the Clipse album?
I've been back and forth about this album of the year thing. I did not see a strong contender for album of the year before this album.
Yeah,
I thought Saba's album was really good and could be in the conversation, but it's just it's clearly the album of the year, and it's not. It's of course like. So there's a couple of things that play well into like this being the album of the year too, even if we just talking about from a fan perspective or a corporate perspective. The comeback of Malice, right, is Jesus Christ. I think that we and also, you know, I don't want to make this a thing, right? We've already had this conversation amongst ourselves, but I think that the last conversation we had about culture versus commerce when we talked about the Kendrick versus Drake thing. When culture wins, this is the result. We're receptive of things like this, right? So hip hop has been in a great space underground wise, like, you know, the likes of Earl, Mike, the likes of like Griselda, Boldy James, things like that. But this is when people are saying rap is back, I think what they're saying is Mike is not going on the Breakfast Club. Earl is not going on the Breakfast Club. Earl is not getting invited up to the Joe Budden Network. So the more corporate mainstream media is embracing these guys who fucking rap. You dig what I'm saying? And I think it's back in the proverbial forefront of hip hop. I think from a production standpoint, I think everything about the album is like flawless.
Yeah.
I think I have one little.
Oh, you killing me.
One little thing is, you know, some of the Pharrell singing was.
What? You got what?
So far ahead?
Not on So Far Ahead. Not on So Far Ahead. It's one song specifically, but it was just
considered?
Like.
But so where do you? I mean, it's 90% about coke rap, right? And about cocaine and that. And you think it's less than that?
I don't like the moniker of coke rap in this
luxury
coke, even though it is
right.
Luxury coke rap is a thing. But
I mean, because now we talking.
Yeah, luxury coke rap is because we're beyond that.
We're beyond. But I mean, it's a relatively narrow scope of conversation most of the time. Correct. And I'm just curious where you are as far as we used to do a lot of coke rap in hip hop. The amount of that has calmed down. Generally, the next generation kind of moved in another direction. We did not live through the war on drugs and the crack epidemic, so that's not their subject.
This is hustler rap, though. Like, that's really what it is. Like, you could call Jay-Z a coke rapper, but he's really more so rapping from a perspective of a hustler. I think Lil Wayne made it cool to be forward-facing about just doing drugs, like being a drug addict.
Wayne is part of the user group.
He's the user. He's the user group.
We've seen and I mean, we've seen this discussed that the guys who came up in the crack epidemic, the guys who were of a certain age, were talking about being users, right? And then you get deeper into the millennial era, and guys are talking about, dealers, hustlers, and then later they're talking about being users, and you start to hear more about syrup and I'm so high rather than I served all the fiends. I'm so tough and badass. This is a throwback to that. This is hustler rap, but just just the notion of, again, we're all sort of listening and lauding drug pushers.
Yeah, well, I think that the way that they mitigate that is that opening song. It provides such a humanity to the both of them, where it's like, yes, we love this. We're glad the Clipse can do this. Now, can we talk about these fucking cars and drugs, please? You know what I'm saying? This is also like, you know, Pusha T, if he's anything, he's fucking consistent. You know what I mean? And this is his archetype. You know what I mean? Like, I think that's a thing too. It's like, you know, all rappers, just like characters in movies, they fall into an archetype. I think that this is the archetype not only we're familiar with, but also this is the archetype that was prevalent when we felt like this genre was at its peak.
Yeah.
So I think that this is kind of a nostalgic effect of like, this is the hip hop I fell in love with. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The risk takers, the bravado, you know what I'm saying? Like, Pusha T saying if you like basically like even an Audi ain't luxury to him. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
It doesn't
love that bar.
It doesn't have like the same like I'm shitting on you appeal that like most rappers come out.
It's not the Nana and Boo Boo rap. Yeah, it's not Nana and Boo Boo.
It's actually it feels very reflective of like their lifestyle, and it also kind of like, this is something to aspire to. That's what it is. Minus the drugs, because we're old enough and wise enough to know these niggas don't make money off selling drugs.
Well, not currently. They did, but
they're not even saying that. Let's be real about that too. Lyrically, if you have a spiritual or religious perspective, specifically Christianity, you hear Malice's words differently. You know what he's actually saying in a lot of those bars. If you connected to the Black community, because there's so many Christian people within the Black community, you hear those words differently, and you have to have that context to know what he's saying. When he's saying like, I'm the only one to be free, this is coming straight out of service. You're saying what freedom really means for him is different than saying like, I sold drugs to get free and now I'm rich and that's how I'm free. He's telling you that he's found
the duality of it is great though, because Pusha does come from the luxury coke rap and Malice is more so rapping about atonement. That's what it feels like for me.
Exactly.
But if we want to get into the luxury coke rap, go to listen to that fucking POV verse or go listen to that FICO verse and I can get in there with you.
Yeah.
I mean, I find it exciting, and I also feel I feel the trauma underneath it. They are drug war survivors.
Absolutely.
But they're 1 in 1,000. And there's so many people behind them who are in the music, but not specifically mentioned. Like they sit like underneath the music, who are either dead or in jail, who were doing the same game as them. And it's not a meritocracy. It's just luck that you got murdered, you survived. You were smart, you survived, but you were smart and you got caught because somebody else made a mistake, because you made a mistake. Now you're doing 50 or 100 years, whatever. There's just so much, and it's like, I survived, but I'm like, I hear there's 1,000 people around you. You're 1 out of 1,000 who made it.
Yeah, through. They're very vocal about the fact that this is. So here's the thing: to survive the drug game is 1%, less than 1%. To make it as a rapper is less than 1%. So these niggas have struck gold twice.
Pee Wee Kirkland.
You feel me?
Legends in 2 games.
Like I'm Pee Wee Kirkland. Raw. That's raw, nigga. That's hard. You feel me?
Hard as hell.
I think the thing about it is that no matter what you want to say about these guys, what they're talking about is their reality.
Yeah.
So it reads differently. Like, this is why Jay-Z is coveted. He was talking about his reality. He raps about his reality. So, it even if ethically I don't agree with it because of the impact that it had on our community, we also are like we all are from, like if you come from the bottom, you do champion the person that like got through the system. You dig what I'm saying?
I feel like it's reductive. Let me address that. I think it's reductive though, how we be like, someone said this stuff about drug rap. It's like, oh, you listen to drug rap, or 50-year-olds talking about drug rap. It's reductive to look at the crack epidemic and look at it as it's not part of the story of Blackness in America, just like what slavery was happening to us, restoration, all these things. It's just civil rights movement, Black Panthers. It's all part of the same story, but we like to look at the crack era as like we created it ourselves. That's my issue. You're basically saying, you're saying this, oh, this is drug rap. Nigga, I used to sell drugs. I know. What am I supposed to do?
But the thing is, and I fully understand the company town thing, where for a lot of people, like a Malice and Pusha when they're 14, 15, there's really not that many economic options. And even if most of the kids their age choose not to go into the drug game or they don't go very far in the drug game, there's a very small number of serious economic options for them. Thus, they're choosing that. Knowing shit is dangerous, everybody ends up dead or in jail. Like, you're taking your chance. But
also the aspect of having two, working class parents, but a fast living grandmother too. So like they kind of have laid out their framework to the point where like the decision making does make sense, but the fact that they have this like moral backbone and this loyalty to one another also makes sense given the household they was raised in.
You just wonder about, are we lionizing the drug pusher saying, look how big I did it? And he does it in this beautiful way. And because he's black and he's one of us, we're like, oh, he's cool. Okay, yeah, but the beginning of your career was selling poison to the community and like sliding away. You did do that.
But if you don't know anything about the Clipse, you would say that and leave that as that's all that it was. Malice's whole story starts with the first album and starts with Pusha going, players, we ain't the same. I'm in the cane and drugs. That's starting off the album, letting people know that, wait, I'm coming in this rap game, but I want you rappers to know that I'm not you. And he says that at the end. Now they go through their whole drug story with grinding being the climax. At the end, it's about I'm not you, rapper. Malice ends that verse of the whole album after saying that we're not the same as you, says that I'm serving cane, all of these fiends, I'm serving these drugs to them. I'm selling poison to my own people. And he says, so I give it to them, but at the same time cry. He goes, all of these lost souls and I'm their Jesus. And that's where I realized that I'm not shit. And he takes it back to his spirituality, things like, I've taken this route and I've done this and I know that this is fucking bullshit. He sees it. You being self-aware of the mistakes and the things that you are doing is what we ask for. It's being human. He didn't say, I sold drugs and that makes me better than you. Nana boo-boo. He said, I sold drugs because I had to, because I didn't want to be broke. I come from this environment. This was an outlet that I had. This is an opportunity that was faced to me too, because it was through his family that this happened too. He even says that, like, grandmama is what put him on to selling cocaine. There's a whole song, and then apologizes it on the next album saying, I'm sorry for airing out family business. And in this entire album here, he's letting you know, I made it out of that shit and I've reached atonement because I was suffering from all of the perils and mistakes that I did doing this crime and poisoning my own people. But I made it out. And my father, he tells you why he gets into this shit in the rest of the album. I lost my father, and what he told me before he was gone is that I can use my mistakes as a message. I forgot what it wasn't mistakes, but it was something as your message, right? He can use his exactly, use your mess as your message. And then he goes into his entire coke life and what it means to him now versus where he's come from. If you don't have the context of his entire body of work, you wouldn't be able to say that. But I'm a super fan, and I let you know.
when we start talking like It's Almost Dry or Daytona, we can take that approach. And this is also why I feel like, the appeal of the black community at large that would be fans of Pusha T can't catapult him into like superstardom, because that is his baseline. When you have someone like Malice that's like it's a wax on wax off thing that's happening with him, where like Pusha lays on the wax, and Malice waxes it off. It does create such a duality where it's like, this is perfect, and actually this is how it should be. You have one person speaking from the perspective of the hustler, and then you have the hustler atoning for the sins of the hustler. And then you have both people that are keenly aware that they didn't start this fucking problem. So on Community, on Jid's album, Malice is so Pusha paints the picture of like the hustler that is in this world without like much of a choice, or like a product of my environment type vibe. Malice waxes it off with like, these are all the circumstances that play into my little brother being that nigga. It's beautiful, bro. These niggas are. Honestly,
you saying that just touched me because I'm like, nigga, come on now. Stop that shit,
bro. Like these apartments is the perfect backdrop for any nightmare. That's insane, bro. The nigga starts the my ghetto's not your culture. Niggas really died here. I don't want to hear academics no more. I don't want to hear Kai. I don't want to hear no white person say nothing about hip hop.
Shut up.
All you niggas can shut up. All y'all can shut up.
Niggas.
And honestly, the only white person who I really be rocking with is the dude from the Dissect podcast. And that's because he really gets into his bag about, I'm gonna break down these lyrics. I'm cool with that. He's not speaking as an authority on hip hop. He's like, nah, I actually love these lyrics. I'm gonna break these down into deeper meanings. And even if he's reaching.
And he does it as a academic, intellectual, literary exercise, not like
literary exercise.
I'm part of the
it also brings
too, so I'm gonna rock with you. Like, there's definitely some people who are like,
it brings so much. It raises the value on the art of hip hop.
3,000%. And that's what I'm like. Some people were like criticizing it. I saw Ebro post Cole's numerology breakdown of that what's it called, the FICO verse, and Ebro reposted and said, "Hey, Malice, do you mean to do this or not?"
Who gives
and I'm
a
like,
fuck?
It's like, that's not how art analysis works.
Art.
Like, y'all don't. That's not how art works. Even if the nigga didn't decide to do that, it's there.
It's there.
Like, what are we talking about?
Well, it couldn't be there by accident. There's no way all the numbers could add up to 48, and then at the end he says 48. It couldn't be an accident.
Also, even if it was, that is art, though. Yeah, art is magic. It's literally it's divine to the point where you can pull a meaning out of it that you didn't mean to put in there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because, like you said, subconscious, right?
Well, that's what Biggie Giovanni talked about. I write to find out how I feel. Right?
Exactly.
When I start getting in there,
we just drop him.
Oh, this is today. What I really think. I see.
Yes, I seen them pay for the fix.
Go ahead.
I seen them pay for the fix when their kids couldn't eat. And with this in mind, I still didn't quit. And that's how I know that I ain't shit. That's crazy. This is a drug dealer. He's letting you know. Malice's art needs to be studied.
But this is like the crack epidemic is a lot of black people's entry into like serial capitalism, like staunch capitalism, right? Only thing that matters is the bottom line, right? So this is why, like, when you see, like, when Jay-Z was like, oh, like, don't call me a capitalist, that's like calling me something else. It's like, well, you know, you was a capitalist before you got into hip-hop, my nigga. Yeah, I mean, he's a drug dealer.
Jay-Z's a super capitalist. I don't know what he talking about.
You did, like,
let me stop you and this guy right here. What the hell is this shit with hating on Pharrell vocals? Is this a thing with you niggas that I don't know about?
No, well, it just didn't sound as good as it once did, bro. And it's only on one song. It's only on All Things Considered. So far ahead, I could tolerate it. I'm not gonna lie.
So look, he's not really criticizing Pharrell vocals. He just doesn't like All Things Considered. That's fine because you like it on So Far Ahead. So
I think you don't like maybe the melody or the vibe, because All Things Considered was the lowest on the totem pole. And after I keep listening to the whole album in order, because I do not skip around,
take it out.
No, I'm saying you learn to like the shit. I think you ain't there yet.
Well, you're different because you're a Clipster.
Yeah, it's but fine. Also too, it's like learning to like wrecking ball. Biased. It's like, okay, if I can't avoid it, then of course I like it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying?
But you remind me of Star and Buck Wild. Remember that show? They were fucking monsters. They had the New York radio on fucking lock, and they played Keisha Cole's Love every fucking morning. And for 28 days, I was like, are they joking? Because this song is terrible. Like, why do they play it as a joke? But they don't laugh when they come back. I don't understand. And then the 29th day, I was like, oh no, this song is genius. She just opened up her heart and did open heart surgery. And it doesn't matter if her voice isn't working when she does the run. This is brilliant. This is the blues. This is beautiful. And then I fell in love with the record.
Yeah. Well, also too, like play that shit at a college graduation or at like a high school graduation at a predominantly black school, and this shit going up. You know what I'm saying? It's going up. But I think the thing is, where are we at with So in my opinion, I said this the other day. Clipse album needs it's Grammy deserving, right? Malice,
fuck a Grammy. Fuck a Grammy. Me and him saying this is the album of the year. That's what matters to me. Fuck the Grammy.
No. You know how niggas is. You know the overall.
Niggas still gotta get Grammys, man.
You know the overall consensus is that's the peak. Now it's not my consensus, but I'm saying it's album of the year for sure. We still have a few more months to go. I don't JID like let's stop that shit. But you know what I'm saying? It's only been out for a few days. Like let's stop. I'm
not rocking with JID's album all the way too. The second half falls off for me hard. But like I was telling you, I love what JID does, and he's just ill ass rapper. But it's like I need that. I need them songs. I feel like I need some more songs from this dude. Like he got the rap.
Though, how do we get Malice his own fucking award? Like just for rap performance. Like
we're giving it to him
performance, bro.
He's rapper of the year easily.
He's rapper of the year without a doubt. And here's the thing: there ain't no bad Pusha verses on there either.
Right.
That's why you're the rapper of the year, because you have Pusha going insane on choruses, verses. Let's pay respects for Pusha T.
Pusha T on that POV hook, like what the fuck?
POV hook is insane, and he didn't even like that shit. I saw an interview him saying that he didn't like that, and Malice had to be like, "You're fucking crazy. This shit's
you're out of your mind.
You're crazy."
And Malice's mind, it's like, no, this song gets great because listen to my verse.
He's like, you know when that
beat my verse on there. We're not cutting my verse over that, nigga. You hear my shit, nigga? Bro, but even everything has been this. It's in, my biggest fear was that like Ace Trumpets and So Be It was going to be the heights of the album.
Yeah.
My boy was.
See, this is why duos to me are a different category of group, right? Like hip hop, we can talk about groups. That means you have 3 or more members. 2 people is a duo, and the interplay of these 2 individuals, or Outkast, or rapping wise, A Tribe Called Quest, right? Because Ali Shaheed Muhammad did not rhyme, right? That is a special and unique thing within hip hop. And the way you keep talking about, they complement each other. Pusha lays out one side of the story, Malice lays out the other. They cannot be compared to groups. Wu-Tang cannot do this because there's 9 people on the song.
Word.
Green Mob is great, but there's
that's the genius of Outkast, though. That's the genius of Outkast. We have the extrovert and the introvert always at play.
The street and the Afrofuturism. Whatever.
Yeah, for sure. But also like too, this is where we can kind of really get into this place of like blackness not being monolithic. These are 2 dudes that grew up in the same neighborhood in the same circumstances and still come up with these vastly different outlooks on life. And one more akin to the more traditionally taken route, the pimp, the hoe, the hustler, and the other one on a more esoteric, like internalized vibe, but also like both of these niggas killing verses. Like I'm almost at the point where like I don't put, every time I have a conversation with somebody about the top 5, they always try to put Andre in there, and I'm like, I can't put 3 Stacks in there if we're not gonna put Big Boy in there with him.
He come from the Mickey Fact school of rap.
And he said something different than Biggie. He said different than Biggie said there's not enough Andre 3000 by himself out there.
That's kind of the same thing.
Want to put
Well,
Big Boy
we have
with
a
him.
lot of Andre 3000 features where he's just literally taking the fuck off on people.
I'm saying, look,
but we don't have a comprehensive Andre 3000 album, and I think that's what it is. So
that's Mickey's argument. I'm not gonna go there because, as you said, if I have let's say five incredible verses from you, and they're all just with Andre, they probably all be features, but they're better than 99% of rappers who anything they ever did. Well, I'm gonna say, but sorry, you don't have a solo album. The nigga fucking crushes it.
It's a hard stance for me to take, man. Life of the Party dropped like a year after my mama died, nigga. When I first heard that shit, I'm dead crying. I'm in the car crying and driving. Like I had to pull over.
Gone.
So like, but I also understand like the perspective of it. It's like, damn, you talking about a nigga that was in a group and only has features, and but he is one of the best rappers of all time. Period.
Well, let's keep it at that though. This is my thing where I understood where Mickey was coming from when he was talking about Lupe versus Kendrick, and I feel like you're talking about different pools, different cylinders, different verticals.
People don't like when we bring up the Lupe thing because
there's verticals here though. If we're talking about, when I say best rapper, I'm thinking all encompassing everything. So your body of work matters, your place in history, your place in culture, everything matters when you say the best rapper of all time. Now, when we're talking about pen and lyricism, there's like 5 niggas at the #1 spot. There's people that you can't be better than. They just skill set is their skill set. You just can't be better than certain rappers. They're just great, right?
I think that then we get into more of a tier system then. Like, you know what I mean? We get into like how you have like A-list celebrities and things like that. It's like
could do that.
I feel like it's lyricist, rapper, artist. Because tier system feels like one tier means you are better than everybody. Like an A-list rapper.
I mean, but some niggas are better than everybody, my nigga.
I mean,
but I'm talking about
that if we liberated ourselves from numbering, that would be very powerful. I'm like, here's a top 8.
You in the top tier.
I can't number them because Biggie only had 3 albums, but they were all fucking incredible. And I know technically it's 2, but 1 is double. He's got that much material. Pac got way more material. You know, Nas got way more material.
Would you say? But would you say both of y'all?
Great. Now I don't have to rank between them. I could put Nas, 3K, Jay, Thought.
Let me ask you a question.
Who else? Who else on the top tier?
Let me ask you a question. Let me pose you a question though. Would you say that there are any better lyricists than Biggie, like ever in the history of rap?
Yeah,
of course.
But what is Biggie? But think about this though. When we talk about Biggie, we can talk lyrics, but when niggas really get down to is the flow.
That's where he excels at. There's nobody with a better flow.
The flow is a huge part, but the sound of the voice. But then the shit that he would say.
That's the thing. This is an art form, bro. It's not just about the words.
Jay is a little funny. Biggie is hysterical, but also tough as shit. Tougher than Nas is not tough. Right.
He also has the most questionable bars ever. Biggie has
he has the most
kid off the bridge after they rape him. You didn't like that?
Yeah, he has the most pause bars of all time.
Which is
that he shoot his mom.
Which is hella tough. Like you got that off in the 90s, bro.
Yeah. And niggas didn't say shit to you.
The murder rate was high when he got that bar off. Like, what the fuck? What is he talking about?
It really didn't even pause people. Like it
didn't pause people until like 30 years later. Real shit.
It was, you know, like the whole fucking. What did he talk about? When he talked about rappers in the source, like on Juicy, like that shit resonate. Like I'm telling you, Nas talking about I went to hell for snuffing Jesus. That was a neutron bomb in the culture. Biggie said, fuck the kids and throw them off the bridge. Niggas was like, okay, cool. What else you got?
Yeah, what else? Nah, tell me more.
What else you got?
What
Tell me
happened
more.
after that?
How many
But
other stories you
I
got?
think that there's so many different characteristics, right? Like if you was to build a rapper like you would create a player on a game, or
Yeah.
like, you know, like Tony Hawk or whatever, or like NBA 2K, there's so many different characteristics and attributes that niggas have to excel at to be quote unquote the top tier. Because if you talk about like Jay-Z's style, I mean, it's unmatched. Like, you know, of course he has the flow, he has the rhyme pattern, he has the bar, but just kind of how he give it up, like the nonchalant, nigga, you know, like it's me. It's
I'm
me,
not here
nigga.
to entertain you. I'm
You
just
know
talking.
I'm better than you.
I'm
And I'm
saying.
proving I'm better than you every time. And I've done it
He's also
commercially.
top tier entendre. Top tier.
For sure.
There's no better person that can do entendres than him. You only could be just as good as
I
Jay-Z.
think he is leading
tier
the
entendre.
league all time in triple entendres. Like
that Jackie
like-
Robinson scheme.
Yeah.
That needs. I need to print it out and put
insane.
the shit behind me. That shit's crazy.
Like
But the thing
Kendrick
is, too, is
probably
like when people start talking about lyrics with Jay-Z, it's like, bro, go listen to Lyrical Exercise, bro. Go listen to Breathe Easy. Like, you're not fucking with this nigga when it comes to these lyrics. Stop playing with that man, bro.
No, stop playing with that man. That Black Thought thing with him, it's like those are two different pools of the same space. It's like they're both
like
crazy
gonna be
lyricists.
archetypes of men in the black community that, like, you know, Black Thought being a more socially conscious, socially aware person versus Jay-Z, the hustler, who may be gaining some social awareness as he progresses.
Yeah,
versus somebody whose like foundation is social awareness.
it's built on
They're
it.
gonna
Yeah,
have two different impacts on this shit.
It's more than gaining. Jay-Z has absolutely become a relatively conscious person, and looking at the development of him as a human being from Reasonable Doubt to, let's say, 444, because I can't even remember whatever came out after that. It's an extraordinary development. He let us see himself develop and grow as a person. Just even the character of Beyonce in his music, from what did he say? When I asked you to be my girl, I said, "Don't embarrass me." To 444, where he's in the middle with the hottest chick in the game, so he's super proud of her and supporting her and willing to be.
That's his personal narrative.
Right?
Do we think that's
he's apologizing and shit? So I mean, like, he's let us see himself.
Personal narrative is extremely important, though.
I don't
because
feel like I love Thought. Do I feel like I know who he is? No.
But does that matter to your skill set? Is my question. Your personal narrative is how we connect.
But it has an impact, because if personal narrative doesn't matter, then Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers is a throwaway.
I didn't say it doesn't matter. I'm talking about in skill set. Sometimes, because this is my problem with a lot of people when they talk about rap, because if you a nigga at Hustle before, or you know hustlers, this Clipse shit, this Jay-Z shit's gonna sound a little different. It's gonna mean something a little more. If you a fucking conscious ass nigga that, or you say you love black women, you have a wife and all that, that fucking Roots album and Black Thought spitting, it's gonna hit different. Common's hitting different. You had an abortion before, you listen to Common talking about $350 ain't worth your soul, that's going to hit different. So relatability is great. And as for an artist,
relatability and personal narrative is real too, because the personal narrative of growth is relatable to the audience that's growing with you. And there also is a certain amount of skill that comes into being able to convey your personal narrative in 16 to 32 bars.
Yeah, to be able to share your heart and your story is very important. And I think Thought, as amazing as he is, let's say 99% in the head as far as he's intellectual. He's thinking about sounds and words. Jay-Z is there, and I can friggin' rock with you there, but he will also go into his heart. The first album is a song about I shot my brother and how it felt. Jay-Z's loss of his father is part of his music. His hurt around. This is why I was like, I used to do this.
Black Thought does have some heart in his shit too, though.
When Monster came out, and niggas was like, "Oh my God, Nicki Minaj," and I did this at least 3 times when I'm like, I saw like hood niggas like on my block around my way, and I overheard them. They're like, "Oh my God, Monster's a shit, Nicki Minaj," and I would stop them and be like, Do you know what Jay-Z said on the verse? He said that his Achilles heel in life is a lack of love because his father left him.
That is
far deeper than anything Nicki Minaj has ever said.
But Nicki barred him up on that song, though.
But he also said rape and pillage the village women and children. So
he's talking about this is what's going on in my heart. And y'all like, oh, we got a new female who can go like this. I'm like, that's in your head. That's head shit. Jay-Z's in his heart. It's a different level.
Only if you can relate to it. That means nothing to a 15-year-old girl. So this is my issue with that statement. Here's the thing. Narrative is important for rap. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know, girls like, they in there. But anyways, let me say this one point. The personal narrative thing 100% matters in rap, and to be a great rapper in that tier system, like you guys were saying, the A list or whatever. If we don't know your story, we're not going to give a damn about you, right? That's just the truth. You're not going to give a damn about you. But I'm talking about skill set, lyricism. You are not a better lyricist just because you can tell your personal story. I think you're just a better story. I don't think you're a better lyricist.
But you are working yourself, not just your mind, but yourself into your lyrics. That is incredibly valuable and important.
That doesn't mean you're better.
That's why you love Malice more than Pusha, because he's bringing his whole self, his Christian self, his guilt.
But I just finished telling you that.
Not just Push.
But I just finished telling you that because
all of this shit and the conscious rapper, the hustle, all of these different attributes what we're talking about. If we break it down to like literary devices, which is how we're going to like get the scope of it.
Mm-hmm.
Some people excel at different points of view. The conscious rapper excels at the second and third person point of view. The hustler rapper excels at, or the braggadocious rapper is great at the first and second person point of view. The person who can weave through first, second, and third person points of view flawlessly and seamlessly is the top tier nigga. Because they have all bases covered.
Great, that's Jay-Z.
We're talking. Jay-Z is one of that. Kendrick.
Black Thought does rely a lot on second, third person points of view. The observer.
I think people don't. Hold on.
Same thing can be said with a Mos Def though. He excels in a third person, second person point of view. Look at how he raps. He raps in a very descriptive. I'm looking at the things going on around me, and I can tell you everything about it down to the detail. But then you get a song like Love from Mos Def, and that's fully first person. So then it's like,
so then he's doing it.
He's doing it, right?
But where do they live though? If we just listen to Jay-Z's music, we not only know where the fucking block he came from, but what is on his walls right now.
Black Thought does first person. People don't be listening. And I have a problem with that statement.
But what did you tell me something about Black Thought's life that you learned from his music? Do you know about his parents?
That nigga's from the streets. He's a street nigga too.
But what happened to his parents? Though. You know what happened to his parents? From his music.
I don't know what happened to his parents.
They got murdered.
Okay, but we also know that Jay-Z's mother struggled with coming out and being a lesbian. That's real. To the point where she did come out.
But he just proved that it's in the music. So Black Thought did it. He just proved that it was in the music. You just
but I can tell you it's in the music because I've heard it. You tell me where you heard it in Black Thought's music.
Yeah, Jay-Z talks about his Mama's Black album, right?
Did I say that Jay-Z is life? His story is not as big as, or my point is saying that Black Thought does put his story in.
Too. I'm telling you, give me an example because I can give you an example from my argument.
The only example he doesn't do. The only example I could give you is his relationships. He puts his relationships inside all of the Roots album, so he has his relationship stories. That's the only because my favorite album is what's the one?
My pop said he was in love when he made me. You can run that verse. You know exactly how his daddy feel about him.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I don't know if I can. I can't recite a Black Thought verse where it's just like something super deep and personal. But I'm not. I'm admittedly not the heaviest listener of Black Thought. I love him.
You the chat
GPT
nigga.
It's the same thing. Like Royce the 5'9" had one of the greatest. Episode 100 LA Leakers, Royce the 5'9" had one of the greatest freestyles I've ever heard in my life.
Craziest.
You dig what I'm saying? But where does that tier him as a rapper? Your ability to like show up and just put bars on a beat that blow your mind.
No. See, this is my problem. This is what I'm trying to say. The first person thing, I agree with you. I loved how you structured that. And if you could do all three, because it's showing you're using literary or rhetorical devices plus being able to have a narrative and story. I agree. If you do all that, but if you're just telling your story a la YG, I'm gonna know everything about YG, but then they got no devices, rhetorical shit. So his rapping lyricist ability is not at that level. So let me finish this
isn't about Black Thought specifically. Like Black Thought is like a scholar of hip hop. Like he teaches hip hop. So it's like it's not him. It's just that's who the name.
No, the concept. The one thing you said. The one thing that's been turning into a little bit is that I don't put that much weight on the story at all. You're like, oh, what is Black Thought? I'm saying I don't put that much weight on the story. I put weight on the entire picture. So if someone does not have the literary capability and the rhetorical capability of someone like Lupe, Kendrick, Jay-Z, Biggie, I put you in a lower tier if you're just telling fucking stories. Like Jeezy. Jeezy speaks to the people.
Yes,
yeah,
but
I'm Jeezy's to the experience that people can relate to. This is also why, like, Eminem doesn't, like, for me, it doesn't register because I know a lot about Eminem and his story. I don't relate to that shit. I love my mother. I don't want to kill my kid's mom, and I don't struggle with like active drug addiction. So it's
I understand what you're saying, and I understand what Eminem is doing in sharing those sort of personal things, right? And he does create a universe around him. So Kim and his mom and Haley Jade are like constantly coming up and like referenced in the music, right? And they mean different things. I love this one. I hate these two, whatever. And in a generation where people are like, it's kind of okay to say I hate my mom because some people do hate their mom and they have every right to hate their mom. Like
he spoke to different people. Plain and simple.
When I was 13 and like my mom like you can't go hang out with your friends. It's like I sit back and this back and this back and this back and like I'm feeling that shit.
Because I am whatever you think I am.
Yeah, fuck you, mom. Like I'm feeling that.
But
I'm feeling that when I'm 13.
I do find Eminem somehow to be cold. And I find, even though I'm like, technically excellent, you're giving me all, but I'm like, it feels cold. I don't feel connected to what you're doing.
You don't relate to it.
Exactly. Like a ham and cheese sandwich is great. If you toast it, magnifique.
That's called a croque monsieur, a croque madame.
Yeah, he's just a cold sandwich. He's just cold cuts. Like technically, this is a great sandwich. If you put a little toast on that motherfucker, if you add a little color to that motherfucker,
a little color to that bitch. No, but here's the thing. I don't like. The thing is, maybe because it's my objective personality or art analysis personality is like I love to look at shit. Even if I can't relate it to the shit because I can still break it down and feel like who's going to relate to it. I put myself in their space. So Eminem, I could hear it in the way that it's being received when he's made White America. Actually, that whole Slim Shady LP.
That song was hard, nigga.
Crazy. When he made the whole Slim Shady.
Should we do your objective top 3 or your favorite top 3? And
I'm gonna always. It's so hard to be objective because my bias towards hip hop is insane. Like objectively, I could tell you what it is, but like I just don't want to. Like nigga, these are my favorite. Like, and then also too, like music lives with me differently because the best rappers of my millennial generation continued rapping for the sake of rapping and it killed everything for me. Like if Lil Wayne stops I Am a Human Being, like if he stops there, I might tell you Lil Wayne is the greatest rapper of all time. But all the fucking mixtapes, the Dedication 3s and the Carter 4 and 5 and the I Am Not a Human Being 2 and all those albums that he dropped afterwards is like, damn, yo, I'm still telling niggas Dedication 1, Dedication 2, Carter 1, Carter 2, Drought 3. Like that's his peak for me. Eminem, same thing. He gets to a point where he's rapping for the sake of rapping. Like it's just a technical challenge for him to like make orange rhyme with door hinge. Like it's just that. And then like when you hear that's an awfully hot coffee pot, you forget about the fact that the Slim Shady LP exists.
Coffee pot.
You dig what I'm saying? It's like
that was an amazing moment.
And I fuck with it. I fuck with like rapping for the sake of rapping, but then we get into a thing of like, nigga, but these are still albums and this is still going on your legacy. Like this is
it's
in the game. So if LeBron is still is in year 22 and he hadn't made the All-Star game for the last 10 years, nobody gives a fuck about what he did in Miami.
Wayne's an interesting example because technically incredible, voice incredible. I don't know shit about him. He lives in like a fantasy land. Like, I mean, he talk about his mama, he talk about his daughter, but I'm kind of like, do I really know who you are?
No, but you got to also understand this nigga's been signed since he was like 12.
I know.
How much life experience can you have? He is just literally a rapper.
I mean,
he really much is.
You do get the sense from his music. Like I talk about rapping and being a rapper and planes and orgies.
Yeah.
I mean, he actually talks about everything.
Well, it's okay, like so this is why I mentioned Carter too. He has songs on there like Get Over. He has songs on like where he talks about losing his dad and his relationship with his stepdad and then losing him and then like losing friends to suicide. He has songs Trouble on the Drought Is Over For where he talks about his friend losing his friend to suicide. He has songs like I Miss My Dogs where he talks about loss a lot. You dig what I'm saying? But this is also extremely early on in his career. After Carter 3, when he's like white hot, you get nothing personal from him ever again. The only thing you get personal are his indulgences, pussy, money, weed.
Yes.
It tells you who the human being has become. So that's what happens with a heart.
What's your top 3?
Yeah, go ahead.
All time?
Yeah.
It's Jay.
It'd be tough.
3 is crazy.
It's hard.
3 is kind of wild. Somehow 5 gives you like time and leeway to like.
Okay, I'm gonna say this: like my LeBron and Jordan is Jay and Kendrick.
I threw Kendrick over.
Wait. So you have Jordan ahead of LeBron?
In this argument, yes. I don't see
not in the NBA argument.
No. I'm not putting nobody over Jay, bro. That's just where I'm at with it right now.
No, I mean in the NBA. Are you putting somebody over Michael Jordan?
LeBron, yes, nigga.
Oh my God, I can't with you. All right, I'm not arguing NBA with you millennials. Y'all don't know. Go back to
nigga.
Y'all didn't see Jordan. Y'all don't know.
Wait. I thought you accepted that. I think Jay-Z and Kendrick and LeBron and Jordan are both acceptable answers, and I'm never gonna argue it in a game. But I have my personal.
I just like LeBron because I literally grew up with LeBron, bro. But objectively, I don't really think. Then we start getting into eras and shit, like, you know what I'm saying?
So you got Jay.
It could be either
Kendrick, and
that third spot is tough.
Is it though?
I mean, for me.
What is it? That is tough.
That's easier for you.
I mean, Biggie died when I was 7. So then it's that. Nas, it don't hit like that for me. Like it there's a lot of misses in between them hits for me. So the only thing, like, honestly, if I was being completely honest with you, from my own personal
South, you ain't got no South, nigga.
But no, I'm gonna say T.I., my nigga.
Number 3.
Okay.
No, but
all time. He's not even the best in the South. He's not even the best from his city. What are you talking about?
I was gonna say I have to put Wayne there. Just as far because that's like my experience. Like the bulk of my adolescence and adulthood is Lil Wayne, bro. Like that's where I was at with it. I don't really have.
It was a perfectly fine 3.
But but then I also like I'm serious to Paper Trail, nigga. I was a serious T.I. fan, like serious. that number 3 spot is hard for me, bro.
But you
I
can't put
need.
T.I. ahead of 3K.
We're gonna get back into this fucking argument.
It's funny because I can't remember.
If we separate it from Outkast, if we do separate it from Outkast, Andre is my number 3.
Okay. I mean, okay. All right.
All those people are acceptable in all those orders. I don't know what this nigga's trying. Those were perfectly like Wayne number 3 is perfectly fine.
I would on a personal, I would put Wayne number 3.
Okay.
On a personal, I would have T.I. in my top 5. No cap. Like he would probably be number 5.
That's perfectly fine. Yeah.
But
T.I.'s run at that time,
objectively, I'm saying it's Andre.
Okay.
If you want to get into the present day bag, in my present day bag, I'm on my Freddie Gibbs, Mac Homie shit. I ain't gonna lie.
Mac Homie's insane.
Yeah,
Mac Homie's insane. Mac Homie's insane. But no, personally, for me, it's Miles' number 1 right now.
Right now, yeah.
Right now,
if we had like a current standings, like a rank, like a stock. I'm putting it all on the Malice stock right now. No cap.
All on Malice. All on Malice.
Give me everything on Malice, nigga. Where you at, Torre? What's your top 3?
I struggle with Jay and Kendrick. It was Jay-Z for a very long time, and at some point in the battle and GNX, I was like, "This nigga catching up." Either he's past.
That's what I'm saying, bro. That GNX is what I was like. Nah, he's number 2.
I mean, another great album from Kendrick.
He's number 1.
And then I'll be like, okay, I can't stop. I can't stop it.
Yeah.
He's another one for y'all.
Kendrick J.
I think the thing is, like, look at how many albums Jay has out, and then also look at how well this nigga has aged as an artist.
Who, Kendrick or Jay?
Jay.
Hey, no, Kendrick's still
I'm gonna keep it real. We might don't get Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers or Call Me If You Get
Without
Lost
444.
Without 444.
Yeah. That's just apparent. Like people like to act like shit happens in a vacuum, like niggas made shit up on their own. Without 444, you don't get none of that shit.
Because the thing is like it's like anything else. It's like therapy. Once you give yourself permission to make mistakes, you make less mistakes. Jay-Z gave niggas permission to be an adult, like adultified hip hop.
Human.
Fucking emotionally cold. I'm the best. I always win, nigga. Was like, went on a record and was like, I am sorry, wife. I
apologize off the womanize over one of the best fucking beats you've ever heard in your life, nigga. And that 444 beat is insane.
And to somebody, to people who understand infidelity, that he was not just apologizing to her, but talk about what would be the impact on my children if they found out.
Legacy
is worth being ashamed in front of your children. I mean, like, rappers never said any shit like that.
Bro, also too, like Family Feud. Yeah, that 444 album is crazy.
It's I think 444 is his best album. It's either that or Reasonable Doubt. I think 444 is his best album.
Wild.
I think it is
wild. And as you're a Clipster, I'm a Jay-Z guy. We're so cool. We don't have a name.
What?
That's wild.
Green. You don't have a name. You're a Hovenger. What is Jay-Z's best album?
There is a name.
You're a Hovenger. There is a name. Hovenger.
What is your thing? That's not a thing.
Yes, it is. You just don't know.
If we're gonna talk best Jay-Z albums and we're not talking Blueprint or Black Album, I don't want to talk about the conversation.
Well, wait, you said Blueprint or Black Album?
That's not in the conversation.
Fine. Blueprint for sure in the conversation. Black Album in the conversation. Reasonable Doubt is in the conversation, but it's
in the conversation.
So what the hell is your number one Jay-Z album?
But 444 is like literally a flawless album, my nigga. Like also, and even on 444, in the midst of him being as mature as he is, the nigga drops the Marcy Me, and he raps his fucking ass off on that
American Gangster though. God damn, American.
What is your number one, Toure?
I'm struggling with it because it's a hard.
So what the hell are you talking about?
What you mean? I mean, maybe American Gangster. Blueprint was great. It's a little poppier than American Gangster, right?
You think American Gangster is in the conversation of his best album?
Oh, for sure, without a doubt. If you don't mention American Gangster, you ain't in this conversation. This is a Jay-Z.
Yeah, he left.
Good. I'm glad. Be out.
No,
if you
I get it.
Gangster,
I get it because I was in 10th grade, like swearing niggas down. Kingdom Come was like, I was like,
out. You on punishment. Don't fuck with American Gangster. You stay over here.
No, American Gangster is a great album, but I remember people was shitting on Kingdom Come, and that came out like when I was in 10th grade, and I was like, y'all niggas are crazy.
Oh no, I was one of them. No, I was with them. No, Jay-Z goes on off, right? Especially like mid to late career. Great album, shitty album. Great album, shitty album.
I ain't gonna lie, like the highs of that album, and see, this is another thing. This is where like nostalgia really plays in a part. Yeah, like remembering the highs of that album, I was like, man. And then also like I'm in school with niggas that came from Katrina, and he had that one song with The Dream. I was like, oh, this nigga's the greatest rapper of all time.
Y'all are wild. You're over here reminiscing about the greatness of Kingdom Come. Putting American Gangster.
I said Blueprint or Black Album. That's what I said.
Yeah. You good with me? You good with me?
I'm so glad that the Clipster is so good with that. This is Jay-Z land. This is my shit.
Yeah,
I'm fine.
That means you bias. That means you bias and you weird. American Gangster is a great album. First of all, Jay-Z has like 6 great albums. I'm not disrespecting Jay-Z. Great album. We're talking about albums against albums. So American Gangster is better than 444.
I've quite literally never heard anybody bring up American Gangster when we start talking about Jay-Z's best album. I'm gonna be honest.
Well, you need to be in more conversations about Jay-Z because American Gangster.
That's some Hovenger shit. That's some Hovenger shit.
Well, then you should stop talking because it's a Jay-Z conversation. And I'm the Hovenger.
This isn't.
Hovenger is telling you what is really hood. And what goes on when the Jay-Z stands get together.
This isn't a Backstreet Boys fan club, nigga. We're not talking to. It's not internal situation, motherfucker. We're talking about hip hop, nigga.
Blueprint and Black Album and
Blackstreet Boys Millennium Album.
Very reasonable conversation. Very, very reasonable.
American NSYNC nigga.
Absolutely in that shit.
Okay, all right, hold on, but let's shift gears real quick because we did get a phenomenal verse from the Clipse on JID's album. But how are y'all feeling about his album overall?
Oh yeah, that's he's a mid-tier rapper right now in the thing that we were talking about, like that A-list thing. Right. He's the mid, and he could be in that A, and it's just like he's not given what I personally need, or I feel like the culture needs to get into that next spot. But the nigga's nice, has great songs. The first half, crazy. The community songs, crazy. I don't know why he's going at Bob the Builder so crazy, but that line was hilarious.
I don't know what it is, but there is an unspoken thing that happens where we can all recognize a nigga being one of the greatest rappers, loving his songs, and still just like it's something missing. Like I don't know what
that story thing. It's that story thing that y'all talking about. I think that element, that first person element, is missing.
On the Forever story, he told a lot of stories, and niggas still didn't. It's something, bruh. It's something, bruh.
The Tyler album. Give me one sentence on the last Tyler album.
Move your body.
He's got it behind him, so you got that shit early.
Oh well, I went to the listening, so you know.
Oh,
so you're into that? You like this album?
Yeah. I went to the list. You know,
it's not. It's definitely not in like the top anything conversation, but it is a great album for what it's for. It's like if I'm in the gym or if I'm going for a walk, sometimes just in the whip, like I'm in the whip, I just had me like it's early morning when I get to snapping like dude wop. No, I got the juice, like that shit go. I'm not putting it in the top conversation. No.
His shit? No, yeah.
Well, I mean, exactly. Like and also too, you know, he clearly didn't make it for that. That's why he made Chromacopia. Right. That's why he made, that's why he makes,
Igor,
Igor. This is why he makes Call Me If You Get Lost. Like he makes, those albums are supposed to be in that conversation, and they always are. I don't think anybody's saying it's a bad album, but we hear it for what it is. It's like a vibe. It's a vibe.
But on that run, it's kind of weird to go Flower Boy, freaking Igor, Call Me
Well,
If
he
You Get
said
Lost,
he
and
wanted to
Chroma.
stop being so thoughtful. Like, well, not thoughtful.
Yeah,
but
I
he's
get
so
it.
heady about everything. Like,
I
damn,
get
let's have
it. I
fun.
100% get it. I get it. I get it. But still,
I love this. I love this. I love you. Please come back and argue hip hop again with us, because this is so fun.
424.
Oh, we got to wrap. Oh yeah, we had an hour.
We got to wrap.
Yeah,
we've been. Yeah, you gotta go.
But thank you so much. This has been.
I do got one question.
Please.
I do got one question before we go. Am I crazy for wanting niggas to stop talking about this Larry June and 2 Chainz Alchemist album?
Because
it's not bad. You don't like it? It's actually a pretty good album. Like Life is Beautiful.
Yeah, I'm out.
Yeah, that's a pretty good album.
Larry doesn't do it for me, man. Larry doesn't do it for me, man.
Larry's like early Wiz. If you ain't rocking with early Wiz, you might not rock with Larry June.
I like Taylor Alderdice and all that shit. I was listening to Wiz
Larry,
early.
and I'm gonna listen to Larry the whole fucking ride where I'm about to go into Manhattan, and I'll be like,
well, don't fall asleep behind the wheel.
I'm gonna be on my bike, nigga. It's New York City.
He's gonna be on my bike.
Man, thank y'all, bro. Thank y'all, bro. I always love coming on here, bro. When
we
have another big hip hop moment, hit me up. Let me know.
We'll hit you. We'll hit you.
All right, bet. Y'all be
Thanks,
cool.
bro.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Peace.
Peace.